I am Sarah.
And I am John.
If you want to improve your English, this podcast is perfect for you. So let's get started and make English learning easy. What are the words today, John?
Yes, the first word today is with all due respect. Then we will continue with to put it mildly, then in a bind, and then in good faith,
and to no avail, and for the record, in a nutshell. As a rule of thumb, in the heat of the moment. And the last one is at a crossroads.
Before moving on, I'd like to say today's word list consists of the words our followers wanted us to teach.
Great. We are looking forward to the words from our followers.
Okay, let's start with the first word. The first word is with all due respect.
With all due respect.
With all due respect is a polite way to gently disagree with someone. It means you want to say something different, but in a respectful and kind way.
Exactly, Sarah. It helps you disagree without sounding rude. For example, with all due respect, I think we should try a different idea. That means the person doesn't agree, but they are being polite.
That's a great example. Let me give one too. With all due respect, I don't think that's the best choice. This shows the speaker is being honest but still respectful.
Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a short and simple conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I think we should skip the meeting and just send an email.
With all due respect, I think going to the meeting is better. We can ask questions and get answers right away.
I see your point. I just didn't want to waste time.
I understand, but this meeting could be important. With all due respect, let's go and hear what they say.
All right, that makes sense. Let's go.
See that? Mia used with all due respect to kindly share her different opinion. It helps keep the conversation calm and friendly.
Yes. This phrase is very useful when you want to say something honest but still be polite.
You can use it at school, at work, or with friends. For example, with all due respect, I don't think that movie was very good.
Or, with all due respect, I think we should choose another plan. It shows you're being careful and kind with your words.
So, listeners, next time you want to say something different, in a nice way, use with all due respect. It helps you sound polite and confident.
With all due respect, it's one of the best phrases you can learn.
Nice one, John. Now, let's move on to our next word. To put it mildly.
To put it mildly.
To put it mildly means you're saying something in a softer or less extreme way. It's a way to downplay or make something sound less intense than it actually is.
Exactly, Sarah. It helps you describe something, but in a more gentle way. For example, to put it mildly, the weather today was awful. That means the weather was really bad, but you're saying it in a softer way.
Great example, John. Let me give one too. To put it mildly, the meeting was boring. This means the meeting was not interesting, but you're saying it politely.
Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a simple conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, how was the movie last night? To put it mildly, it wasn't very good.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, to put it mildly, the story was confusing and the acting wasn't great.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, but I tried to be positive about it.
See that? Mia used to put it mildly to say something wasn't great, but in a gentle way. It shows you can be honest, but still kind.
Yes, to put it mildly is perfect when you want to. Talk about something negative, but in a less harsh and more polite way.
You can use it in many situations like, to put it mildly, I wasn't happy with the results.
Or even, to put it mildly, the food at that restaurant was disappointing. It lets you soften your words.
So, listeners, next time you want to describe something not so good, but in a polite way, use to put it mildly. It's a great phrase to show you're being careful with your words.
To put it mildly, it makes your conversation sound more friendly and gentle.
Absolutely. Now, let's move on to our next word. In a bind.
In a bind.
In a bind means you're in a difficult or tricky situation, and you don't know what to do. It's when you're stuck, and things aren't going the way you planned.
Exactly, Sarah. It's a way to say you're in trouble or facing a problem. For example, I'm in a bind because I lost my keys. That means you can't find your keys and you need them to leave the house.
Oh, that's a good example. Let me give one too. I'm in a bind because my car broke down on the way to work. This shows the person is in a tough spot and they need help or a solution.
Yeah, it could be anything. A bind is like being caught in a problem and you don't know how to fix it.
Exactly. Now let's make it real for our listeners. Conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I need to get to the meeting, but my car isn't working.
Oh no, you're really in a bind. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't have time to wait for a tow truck. I'm going to be late.
Sounds like a tough situation. Maybe I can help. I can drive you to the meeting.
Oh, thanks, Mia. That really helps. I was seriously in a bind, and I didn't know what to do.
No problem. We'll get there on time. Don't worry.
See that? Alex was in a bind because his car wasn't working, and he didn't know how to get to the meeting. But Mia stepped in and helped him out.
Yes, in a bind is perfect when you're in trouble or facing a problem and you need a help or a solution.
You can use it in lots of situations. For example, I'm in a bind because I have too much work and not enough time to finish it.
Or, I was in a bind when I lost my phone right before my flight. It shows you're in a difficult situation and you need to find a way out.
Exactly. So, listeners, if you're ever stuck in a tough spot, remember to say, I'm in a bind. It's an easy way to describe a problem.
In a bind helps you explain when you need help or you're in trouble.
Right. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. In good faith.
In good faith.
In good faith means you're doing something honestly and with good intentions. It shows that you trust someone and you're acting with kindness, even if you don't know how things will turn out.
Exactly, Sarah. It's like when you do something for someone because you believe they will do the right thing or you trust them. For example, I signed the contract in good faith, believing that they would keep their promise. That means the person trusted the other party and acted with honesty.
That's a good example. Let me give one too. I helped her in good faith, hoping she would return the favor. This shows the person helped someone because they trusted them to do the right thing later.
Yes, in good faith is used when you believe that the other person will act honestly and do the right thing.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a simple, everyday conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I'm really sorry, but I lost the money you lent me.
Oh no, I trusted you with that money. But I know you borrowed it from me in good faith.
I promise I'll find a way to pay you back. I really didn't mean for this to happen.
I know, Alex. I'll give you some time. Just be honest with me and we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Mia. I really appreciate your trust.
See that? Mia trusted Alex in good faith. She believed Alex would pay her back, even though there was a problem. It shows trust and kindness.
Exactly. In good faith is perfect when you want to show you trust someone, even if the situation is difficult.
You can use it in many situations, like, I gave him the job in good faith, believing he could do the work.
Or, I made the deal in good faith, hoping we could both benefit. It shows you're acting honestly and with trust.
So, listeners, next time you do something trusting or with good intentions, remember to say, I did that in good faith. It helps show that you acted honestly, with the hope that things would turn out right.
In good faith shows that you believe in honesty and trust.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. To no avail.
To no avail.
To no avail. To no avail means you tried something, but it didn't work. It's used when your efforts didn't bring any results or didn't solve the problem.
Exactly, Sarah. It's a way to say that all your hard work or attempts didn't help. For example, I called the company 5 times, but to no avail. They didn't answer. That means the person tried calling, but it didn't work, and they didn't get an answer.
Good example. Let me give one too. We searched for hours, but to no avail. We couldn't find the keys. This means they tried hard to find the keys, but it didn't help.
Yes. To no avail is perfect when you want to say that something didn't work, even though you tried.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a simple conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I've been trying to fix my computer all day.
Oh no, did it work?
Sadly, no. I tried everything, but to no avail. It's still broken.
Oh, that's frustrating. Have you tried asking for help?
Yes, I called tech support, but to no avail. They couldn't fix it either.
Looks like you're in a tough spot. Maybe it's time to get a new computer.
Yeah, I think you're right.
See that? Alex tried everything, but to no avail. It means all his efforts didn't solve the problem.
Yes. To no avail is useful when you want to explain that your efforts didn't help or didn't give you the results you were hoping for.
You can use it in many situations, like, I studied for hours, but to no avail, I still failed the test.
Or, we tried to fix the car, but to no avail, it's still not working. It shows your efforts didn't solve the issue.
So, listeners, next time you try something and it doesn't work, remember to say, to no avail. It's a simple way to show that your efforts didn't bring any results.
To no avail helps you explain when your attempts don't work out.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. For the record.
For the record.
For the record means you're saying something clearly, especially to make sure there's no misunderstanding. It's like saying, I want to make sure this is clear.
Exactly, Sarah. It's used when you want to give information that's important or make something official. For example, for the record, I never agreed to that plan. That means you're making it clear that you didn't agree and you want everyone to know.
Great example, John. Let me give one too. For the record, I've been working here for 10 years. This shows the speaker wants to make sure everyone knows about their experience.
Yes. For the record is a way to make sure people understand something important or official.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I heard you got a promotion at work. Congratulations.
Thanks, Alex. But for the record, I didn't get the promotion because of favoritism. I worked hard for it.
I know you did. I was just happy for you.
I know, but I just wanted to make sure everyone knows I earned it.
Got it. You deserve it.
See that? Mia said, for the record, to make sure everyone knew she earned her promotion. It wasn't based on favoritism. It's a way to make things clear and official.
Yes. For the record is great when you want to make sure everyone knows something important or true.
You can use it in different situations, like, for the record, I don't agree with that decision.
Or, for the record, I am happy with the results of the project. It helps you state something clearly and with confidence.
So, listeners, next time you need to make something clear or important, use for the record. It's an easy way to make sure everyone understands what you mean.
For the record helps you express something in a clear and official way.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell means giving a quick, simple summary of something, without all the details. It's like saying, here's the main point.
Exactly, Sarah. It's used when you want to explain something in a few words. For example, in a nutshell, we need to finish this project by tomorrow. That means you're giving the main idea without talking about every detail.
Great example. Let me give one too. In a nutshell, we had a great vacation and saw lots of new places. This means the speaker is giving the main idea of the vacation without mentioning everything that happened.
Yes. In a nutshell helps you share the most important part of a story or situation quickly.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was great. But in a nutshell, I spent the whole weekend with my family and had a lot of fun.
Sounds nice. What did you guys do?
We went to the park, had a picnic, and played games. It was really relaxing.
That sounds like a perfect weekend.
See that? Mia used in a nutshell to give Alex a quick summary of her weekend. It's a fast way to explain the most important part of the story.
Yes. In a nutshell is great when you want to share the main point without going into all the details.
You can use it in many situations like, in a nutshell, the meeting went well, and we made some important decisions.
Or, in a nutshell, the movie was good, but a little too long. It helps you give a short and simple explanation.
So, listeners, next time you want to explain something quickly and clearly, use in a nutshell. It's an easy way to give a summary.
In a nutshell helps you get to the point without too many details.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. In the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment means when something happens quickly and you react without thinking because you're feeling very emotional or excited. It's when you make decisions or say things in the middle of a stressful or intense situation.
Exactly, Sarah. It's when you're caught up in the feelings of the moment. For example, he said something hurtful in the heat of the moment, but he didn't mean it. This means the person said something without thinking because they were feeling upset or emotional.
Good example. Let me give one too. In the heat of the moment, I agreed to help, even though I didn't have time. This shows the person reacted quickly and made a decision in the middle of a stressful situation.
Yes. In the heat of the moment is perfect when you want to explain actions or words made quickly because of strong feelings.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier. I didn't mean it.
It's okay, Alex. I understand. You were frustrated, and it was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I was really upset, and I didn't think before I spoke.
I know, sometimes we say things in the heat of the moment, but I know you didn't mean it.
Thanks for understanding, Mia. I'll try to be more careful next time.
See that? Alex apologized because he said something he didn't mean in the heat of the moment. It shows that strong emotions made him react quickly without thinking.
Yes. In the heat of the moment is great for explaining when you act out of emotion and don't stop to think carefully.
You can use it in many situations like, in the heat of the moment, I agreed to go on the roller coaster, even though I was scared.
Or in the heat of the moment, I told her everything I was feeling, even though I wasn't sure I should. It shows that quick reactions can happen when we're emotional.
So, listeners, next time you make a decision or say something quickly because of strong feelings, remember to use in the heat of the moment. It helps explain why you acted that way
In the heat of the moment helps you talk about actions taken because of strong emotions.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. At a crossroads.
At a crossroads.
At a crossroads means you're facing a big decision and don't know what to choose. It's when you have two or more options, and you have to decide which path to take.
Exactly, Sarah. It's like being stuck in a place where you have to choose between different directions in life. For example, I'm at a crossroads right now. I don't know if I should take the job offer or stay in my current job. That means the person has to choose between two options.
Good example, John. Let me give one too. She was at a crossroads after graduation. Should she go back to school or start working? This shows that the person had to choose between two big decisions.
Yes. At a crossroads is perfect for explaining a moment when you have to make an important choice.
Exactly. Now, let's make it real for our listeners. Here's a conversation between Alex and Mia.
Mia, I'm feeling confused. I have two job offers, but I can't decide which one to take.
You're at a crossroads, Alex. Both jobs sound great, but you need to think about which one fits your goals better.
I know, but I really like both companies. One has better pay, and the other has more opportunities to grow.
It's a tough choice, but maybe you should think about what you want in the long run. Do you want money now, or do you want to build your career for the future?
That's true. I'll need to think carefully.
Take your time, Alex. You'll make the right choice when you're ready.
See that? Alex is at a crossroads trying to decide between two job offers. Mia helped him by suggesting he think about his future.
Yes. At a crossroads is perfect for when you have to make a big choice and you're not sure what to do next.
You can use it in other situations too, like, I'm at a crossroads in my life. I'm not sure if I should move to a new city or stay where I am.
Or, he was at a crossroads in his relationship. Should he move in with his partner or take things slow? It's when you have to decide between important options.
So, listeners, next time you face a big decision and can't choose which way to go, remember to say, I'm at a crossroads. It's an easy way to explain when you have to make a tough choice.
At a crossroads helps you talk about when you need to make a decision that's hard to make.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed learning these new phrases with us.
Yes, we covered some really useful expressions today, from without a doubt to at a crossroads. Remember, practicing these phrases will help you sound more natural in English conversations.
Absolutely. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in speaking English.
And don't forget, we'll be back with more fun and easy lessons next time. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
You can also check out all our episodes anytime right here.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep practicing and we'll see you soon.
Until next time, take care and keep learning.
Bye-bye.